knight f5 looks a very obvious move here.
It does, and Eric's time is very, very low. Knight f5 must be a potential. Yeah, he's got it. He's found the move, and this is very dangerous, Eric. Knight h6 is an immediate threat as well. White can always play queen d3 if he so wishes to get rid of this knight. The more I'm looking at this, Fiona, the more I'm fearing for Eric. 25 seconds left.
I'm very fearful for Eric here. 20 seconds left on the clock. The more I look at it, I also think his king is in more immediate danger. So I think we might see a big win for Ben Finegold here. King h8 played.
13 seconds left, but we know how quick. We know how quick Eric is. I mean, here, if I was white, I'd maybe play queen c2. I want to get rid of this, or queen d3, sorry, to defend d5. Queen d3. Let's play that one. I want to get rid of your one active piece, which is your knight. Try to kick that back. I have other ideas here, though, Fiona. I could try some crafty move like queen f3. Maybe setting up some way of trying to get my queen over there. Okay, this is very interesting. Bishop g... Oh, that's a brilliant move. Absolutely brilliant. Bishop g7, and now knight h6 is a possibility. Black has to sacrifice the queen. If bishop g7, he has to sacrifice the queen. That's a real... Look, I mean, Ben Finegold's on fire at the moment. Yeah. Really on fire.
Yeah, and I think he's going to take this one. So what happens if we go bishop g7? Or do we have time to remove our rook? Okay, so he's gone bishop g7.
And now
sacrificing the queen, but he will get a knight and a rook.
You get a knight and a rook, but the danger is these queenside pawns over here. I kind of think that, White's got an important decision now. Do you take on d6 and try to win the d6 pawn, or do you go c6 and try to win the c7 pawn? I like c6. Black's knight is still, one of these positions...
And you know who's joined us? I'm interrupting you. Fabiano Caruana has joined us in the chat in between games.
That's a bit cheeky.
He's saying that, he will say, well, earlier, that after bishop h6, knight eg5 might still hold for a bit.
This must be losing now. I mean, the one problem you have when you have two minor pieces against Queen, Fiona, is they need to help each other out and they need to contain. I mean, rook b4 is a very good try, because if he can somehow, get this rook and knight working, then they could do the job. If I was white here, I think something like queen c6, because then I'd threaten this check if you take the pawn, and I just want to win your pawn. Queen a7, the same idea. Queen c6 may be a little bit more accurate, but 5 seconds left, checks come in. Yeah. So, king f1. Look at Derek, the D pawn.
Yeah, Derek. I think Derek will probably take the game here. The pawn will get to d7.
Is it a blockade, though? I mean, you go rook d4. Yeah. Let's say I put my rook on d4. I leave my rook there for the rest of the game. Haven't I got a blockade in that position? What I mean by a blockade is, your pawn can never go to d8 because I've got two pieces covering it.
And you can never chase my rook from d4.
And I can never chase your rook away. I can't. Maybe I can try and win by some clever f4 move. I think Eric's found a brilliant defense here, Fiona, potentially.
Yeah, I think he's holding this. Incredible defense from Eric here.
Yeah. Do you reckon we'll see this draw offer coming again? I mean, I think if you're white here, you've got to play a little bit. I don't know.
What do you do?
Can I
go queen f8?
I was thinking, he's done it. He's going for the win, Ben, still. Well, I say still. He offered a draw early, but queen g8 check is the threat. And now you've broken that blockade for a second. So d6 here. I didn't like Eric's king g6. I think he should have kept the white queen out. This looked a slight error. But d6 has to be critical here. He's played it, and the blockade's been broken, Fiona.
Okay, so he's trying to set up a different blockade, but...
Very dangerous now. There's a check, and there's also simply... watch out for knight f4. You don't want to get mated yourself here. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. So what... Okay, what if I give a check on h5, king f4?
Well, I check on h5. I can even maybe...
you can go knight g5?
Maybe go knight g5. The issue is here, can I play d7, or do I get mated? d7... knight check on f4, maybe I can just get away with king to h2 here. Because if I can play d7, I want to get my pawn as far advanced as I can, I think.
And by the way, Alexandre Le Siège has beaten Varujana Kobian, a big win for the ChessBrahs there on board 3.
Massive win. And I think that makes it even more important. Ben Finegold to win this game, it is going to be, well, equal the score. So it's actually looking now like a draw for Eric is going to be a good result here. But because that means the ChessBrahs have won round 1.
And Fabiano Caruana is saying that Eric is a magician and he will save this.
I think he's looking like he's doing a good job here. Could he even win this one? I doubt it. But
I mean, he has 5 seconds on the clock. I think winning is pushing it, but I think if he can hold, that's already a good result, especially given the match situation at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, how do you win? You've got to find some tricky maneuvers with the queen. That king just looks so, I mean, I think it's just about holding, but the king can always just come to defend the knight. Eric's offered a draw. He has offered a draw. And that's something I think that white should probably not accept at the moment, because this game really, it probably is a draw here, but it's with this d pawn, it's black who's in more danger. I can't see how you win this one, though. I can't see where the win's coming from.
And he declined the draw. And interestingly, a second ago in the chat, Fabiano said he was even thinking that Eric might try to win.
Yeah.
But with the time situation.
Well, the issue here is Eric is now threatening knight f4, king f3, and all of a sudden his 3 pieces are coordinating so well together. Imagine this happening. He's gone back, so he played it safe there, which it makes a lot of sense in this situation. I think Eric's idea is to keep defending the knight.
Also, Eric's problem is you need some time to figure this out. And I think we might see a draw here. And I think maybe it's just too risky if you don't see a mate and it's not easy. I mean, if you push your pieces forward, then you're at risk of losing if you miss something.
Well, let's see, because now Ben is very short of time. And, because Ben is short time, I think Eric might try to play. I think he might play.
I think anything can still happen in this game, really.
Yes, okay. Draw's been offered and a draw agreed. Okay.
Wow. But that was an exciting game.
That certainly was.
With this draw, the Montreal ChessBrahs clinched the first round 2.5, 1.5.